I'm doing blessed and highly favored. I definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. Y'all have truly been there for a sister. And, just like I'm trying to my best to be there for y'all as well. And, we are going to achieve so many more things that we have never imagined. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting to you or just give you a good vibe or insight that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again, as always, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Y'all had to redo my video. It's like my fourth time doing it, and it's just really irking my nerves. The music that you're hearing in the background, the meditation music you're hearing in the background, is from the channel Meditative Mind. It's called 555 Hertz. Some changes coming through. A new wave of positive energy, develop radiant aura, angelic frequency jellyfish series. Oh, okay. Y'all have been using my tablet and my phone, so I apologize if the quality in the video was not good. The video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, if you feel like you're on a verge of a cliffhanger cycle, here's why. So many, so many different things has been taking place. I've been purging a lot. I've been getting a lot of insight, a lot of downloads, visions. It's like it's like when you're allowing yourself to clear out that filter, like I was telling y'all, we're all going through like a mass filter where you're getting rid of old toxicity in your life, old wounds, old, anything that is not resonating with you anymore. You may not feel productive. You're having to really force yourself to be proactive or whatever. But there's something like in the pit of your stomach. It makes you feel like you're, on that verge of that roller coaster right at the top. If you ever sit up here and got on a roller coaster and it was like one of those big ones, it's like about 1,000 feet up high, and you're going through a straight dip, and that's what it feels like. There's so many things going on, and it's like y'all come to me for references. If I don't get my insight from the, either my meditation visions, my dreams, my daydreams, or I go to other soul family just to be able to understand. It's like, okay, is anybody else going through this? And I went to Phil and Shanti on IG, and they have everything that aligns. Like I told y'all, if I start getting insight and somebody's just basically giving me that confirmation, it's let me know, yeah, you're not the only one giving. I always try to make sure I give them their credits, because it's just like all these things I was feeling. I'm just like, wait a minute, is anybody else doing it? Because I try to make sure I see any posts that they put on the empathic platforms. It's like during these certain times you'll maybe be feeling this, you may be feeling that, and I couldn't find anything. So I always go to Phil, because Phil be he'll be right here with me. I'm like, oh, thank you, I love you, and it's just like you don't feel productive. You're allowing yourself to manifest. You already know mantras, affirmations, I am breathing, exercises, all these different things. And it's like it feels like you're going through a review of everything that has taken place in your life. Being able to understand, it's just like when you're up for a bonus, a promotion, or anything like that. Universe is sitting you right here, and they want you to give a synopsis, basically, on everything is taking place in your life. How are you seeing it now? What kind of insight or the reflection you're getting from these circumstances? What have you learned? Has it broadened your perspective, or are you still looking from a 3D point of view? It's like all those different things, because it's just like I think about a lot of the different things that I go through, and it just seems like the more I'm allowing myself to be open And it's just like when I clear it out, it's bringing other things up to the surface for me to go ahead and filter out, but not see it as like placing an emotion back into it. It's just allowing myself to observe that and have a deeper understanding about it. Even if I don't understand it, hey, it may not have been that time, but either, with that, whatever is taking place, if I don't really get that answer that I need, it's just time for me to close up shop with that, and allow that to be able to you know, um, let it go, but just allow myself to say I've grown from it. So I've been going through a lot of that lately. I've been, going through my hermit mode. I try my best to, put out posts if I'm not making videos. I try to do as best as I can, but there's some days I just have to back up. I help out people the best way I can, but it's just like I'm going through so many different purges, and it's just like as soon as I take something out, it's like 10 million things is coming back in, and it's just like we went through a gift switch, and then you're at a higher vibration, being able to see a lot of different things, and it's just like you'll start reacting different, not reacting but responding different. Let me go ahead and retort, not reacting but responding different, looking at things in a higher perspective, trying to see if you can understand why is this situation coming up, what are the things that you need to know, the things that you tolerated before, you're just not allowing yourself to tolerate it. I don't beat around the bush. I'm like, hey, if you're working on my nerves, it's like, look, you're not about to put me on the element of my piece. If you're not bringing any positive, you know frequency in here, please go to the next person. Just not allowing myself to dig into anybody else's security insecurities or wounds. um and just being able to know that you're clearing, you're healing. Universe wants us to be able to understand um all that is taking place. I don't know each and every one of y'all's situation, but I know mine. And I say that all the time. It's like, hey, I'm with you. I can just sit up here and say, I don't want to say, oh, I can relate or I can imagine. No, I say I relate. I don't want to say I can imagine because I don't. I don't want to imagine the things that we go through because y'all be going through some stuff. Just I'm like, dog, we all like this. But just being able to say I'm blessed. I feel very blessed. Um, Even when I'm not exactly where I want to be at, I'm seeing a confirmation of where my purpose is taking me. It makes me feel good that I can be authentic. I can sit up here and be transparent, and being able to tell y'all, okay, there'll be some days I'll be getting on my own damn nerves, and I just need to step back. There'll be days where I just want to just curl up in the bed and just stay there and cry half of the time, but it's just like I'm not conquering, I'm not progressing in anything that time. If I know I need to take that pause for the cause and allow myself to, recharge, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I'm going through some personal things and I know that, another person needs some help, a lot of times it just depends on what I'm going through. I'll just go ahead and shield myself and just try to my best of my ability, especially if it's something that's very, 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 important or it's an absolute emergency. I try to do that. Even when I have something bad done to me, I'm just allowing myself to just understand this was a part of my growth, you know, not allowing myself to take it personal, from what other people are reflecting towards me, especially if I'm pushing out something positive. I mean, I can push out a positive video and then I'll get a thumbs down and I say, well, hey, obviously I must have triggered something in your shadow that you're not wanting to, allow yourself to connect with. We're all growing, you have to be able to send prayers out towards your enemies. I feel like they're hurting worse than we are because it's just like when you're allowing yourself to accept the responsibility of your toxic vibrations, your own wounds that you may be projecting on people unsubconsciously, subconsciously. Um, we're all here to grow. We're all here to, we want to be in the norm. There's some people out here, it's like, why can't I be normal? Why the hell would you want to? I like being limited edition. I always want to stick out. I don't want to sit up here and say I see myself as below anybody or above anybody, but I love the energy that I have, and I want to keep creating more positive energy of that. And it's just like so many different things that I can see that has taken place in my life. When I tell y'all, I feel blessed. I feel very blessed. It took me a lot of time for me to get out of my own head on a lot of tragic situations that I'm going through. Allowing myself to be okay with everybody. If somebody doesn't know my story, it's okay. If it's meant for them to know, they will. If not, it is too. um Not worrying about what other people's opinion is about my experience of life. Is like their opinion is not going to change what I went through. But I appreciate that as well, because it's just like a lot of times, I used to take it personal, and I would allow myself to feast on somebody else's triggers when it came to me. Now it's just like it seems like a personal problem, so let me go ahead and send you know um some loving energy for that person to go ahead and heal wherever they need healing at. Not allowing myself to get upset when I see people that went downright trying to hurt me, trying to block me, get blessings. It's just like, hey, everything happens for a reason. When you're going in an authentic way, you're not doing anything for personal gain, for you to come up to knock somebody else down. You already know you're coming out on top. Even when you really don't understand the different things that's taking place, you can allow yourself to really sit back, allow yourself to see all the things that brought you to awaken on your spiritual path, what you have learned about yourself. As soon as I said that, it's 11:11 on my phone. um Being able to see things at a broader perspective. And a lot of times we get aggravated because I mean, it's just like with me. I carry the vibrations of Leo, Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, all this in one. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I don't know what do I be looking at my dad's picture half the time. Like, what were you and my mom thinking? Two Geminis together to know. I don't know what y'all were thinking. That's atomic bomb waiting to happen. But it allowed me to really see how my situation has changed me in so many good ways, because it's just like not allowing myself to get bugged. If somebody blocks me or anything like that, I'm like, hey, I guess it was just the end of that road. Or, I have to be okay and not feeling guilty when I say, hey, I can't deal with this right now. I got something going on with myself, but as soon as I can, I'm gonna go ahead and get with you. And it's just like I see how, my traumatic situations got me to where I'm at right now. And even though I'm not exactly where I want to be at, I'm okay with that, and there was times where I would really struggle and just be hard on myself. It's just like, I'm really trying to put myself out there and be authentic as best as possible, and it just doesn't feel like I'm being heard. And it was just like, I allowed myself to, walk away from that. It's like you're unfolding exactly how you want to be. I mean, you're trying to think you have to be somewhere at this specific time. What does it matter if you're at a specific time? Things are unfolding just the way it is. You have to be able to accept that. Anything that you're going through that was your Achilles, universe is going to put you through that. So if you have a problem with being patient, they're going to put you in a situation where you have no choice but to be patient. And then I'm looking at all the things that took place in my life. I'm looking how I project, and articulate myself through different things. I get straight to the point, on doing that. I don't have to use all these, textbook words and stuff like that. Just be, hey, how you doing? Just be like that. But then just being able to appreciate, the things I went through, because it's like a lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit of how strong we really are. You have to understand the things that you have gone through. A lot of people wouldn't have been able to digest the things that you have consumed. Okay. They wouldn't be able to do that. Even if you have people that have really been abusive to you, shoe was on the other foot. If you was to dish them out everything or just 1 ounce of what they placed on you, they wouldn't be able to last 5 minutes. But you have to appreciate all those things. I have to appreciate every situation I've been placed in, because there's so many different things I don't speak on, but then I allow myself to know with myself, my girl, you're a good one. You're a good one. Not looking at yourself as being conceited or arrogant, but just showing you have strength beyond all measures. Because the things that you have been dealt with, the things that you have heard, the things is how people have, did things to you that you would never think that would, and you're still here trying to push out compassion and understanding towards people. That is strength. That is strength. And when you're allowing yourself to see how you're manifesting, you know, everything's going to unfold for us. And that's what universe wants to get us to know. Everything's going to unfold, but it's going to unfold in divine time. And a lot of times when we're in a hurry, you know, It's because that situation you're being placed in is making you very uncomfortable, or it's just the fact that you've been toying around that situation for so long and you in that fight or flight mode. But then it's something in the pit of your stomach is like, hey, just sit still for this. Something coming and you just don't know what it is. And it's just like that energy makes me think about that movie 2012. And I'm like, San Andreas. And if y'all seen any of those two movies, you already know hell broke loose and that's what it feels like. But it's not my saying the world gonna come and end like that. But that's that energy that's coming. That is, when you're allowing yourself to be specific to the universe about what you want, you know specific about the exact things that you are trying to work on yourself to get there. Because if you know that you are wanting to project something out that is just not going to uh you know af- affect you in a positive manner, but people that you want to connect with to do the same, universe is going to go above and beyond for that. They're going to give you different ideas, different creations. You're not going to allow yourself to be uncomfortable, even if it is uncomfortable because you're stepping on new ground. These are preparing you. You can't expect that somebody put you in a position that you want that much, and then when you get, excuse me, you get to that little median, you know what I'm saying, to that half line, to where they're presenting that, getting ready to present towards you, and you start being frustrated, being ungrateful and stuff like that. It's like, but hey, hold up, you remember what you asked for, right? We're trying to get you in that position to get you to what you asked for. So this right here is just that starting point. We're gonna see how you do that, and that's how you're gonna know how to grow. Because it's like the universe really wants to be able to bless us in all measures, all space and time, whatever, because they know what we struggle with on a daily basis. They know the light work we do, and it's just like we feel things at a different level. We feel people's pain, people's, all that stuff at a much deeper level. And then there's different things that you may be going with in your personal that has become too much. But yet there's something that will keep pushing you to do better. Keep pushing you. Don't give up yet. You know, Allow yourself to let things unfold in its own way. Stop trying to rush things. Because if you rush it and you're not mentally, emotionally, and spiritually ready for that, you're gonna mess it up. And the only person you're gonna be able to blame is you. That's the only person you can be able to blame. But allow yourself to really look at how far you have exactly come right now, because there's a lot of y'all I connect with where you're going through the high pitch ringing. There's different things that you can be thinking about, and boom, it could be, I was just talking about, and Michelle, if you watch this video, I said, dang, I wonder where my girl Michelle J at. I ain't heard from her in a minute. It's been probably about a month or two, maybe even a little bit longer. And next thing you know, the day I thought about her, she lived she popped up a text on me, and I'm like, you know what, this is good, because I always wonder about y'all on how you're doing on different things, especially if I haven't did any videos, or there'll be people, maybe people that I talk to on one-on-one, and I'm hoping they're, and everything is going okay, even if this is somebody I don't talk to anymore, or we have came to the end of our road on that lesson between that connection. I'm okay with that too, and I'm just, I hope everything is working out for them. I hope things are unfolding for them the way it is, and it took me a long time to be able to come out and say stuff like that, especially when it comes to people that have really, really hurt me. Now it's just like, I'm too busy chasing my blessings. I don't got enough hands to be holding grudges. Those grudges, brought me to where I'm at now. So you have to be able to appreciate those things. You got to appreciate your enemies. You got to be appreciating of the things that they try to stop you on getting, or how they try to trigger you. Those are your blessings right there, because when you allow yourself to be identified for what's taking place, like a universal, throw something at your feet or whatever, just to see, are you seeing this as a test? How are you going to respond? How are you going to react? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? And you're like, see, I knew this was going to be a test. And I'm like, okay, you learning, so you're going through all these different things, and you're going up for that review that is taking place out. Bigger and better is about to unfold into your life. You've been filtering out a lot, even when you are being productive, are not even productive, and you're still like lethargic, or just, let me just sleep, whatever. And it's not like a depression thing. You'll know when you're going through that depression phase, but it's just like, you'll see that you've been, on nonstop, even when you don't look busy. I don't know, metaphysical level and cellular level, you are going ham. So they want you to be able to recognize that. So I'm trying to keep these videos up under 20 minutes long. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a post notification shout out on my next video, because usually if it goes over 20 minutes, it takes forever for it to be, the notifiers be able to pop up. So like, subscribe, share, tell tell somebody about the channel, drop me a line, and make sure you hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on my next video. Much love, peace.